Quick question. You have 5 seconds to guess the name of this song and the genre this one is from, and also the year. Exactly, this is the 1985 song from Huey Lewis and the News, and it's called The Power of Love. And it's from the movie Back to the Future. Hello everybody and welcome to a new video on the channel, where you can find everything related to history and popular media. Today's video goes around a really interesting topic. Today's video goes around an idea probably many people think not so often, but never stops to wonder about it. It is something we all do every day, it's something we all hear every day, inconsciously. It is present everywhere we can recognize at least once in our life. Music. And I mean, music is not just vocal or instrumental sounds, or both combined. It's in such ways as to produce beauty, form, harmony, and expression of emotion. This is according to Oxford Dictionary. But it's rather something much more. If we really stop to think about it, it's something you can describe, like the feeling when you feel when something is good, or that feeling you have when you kiss somebody for the first time, or your first salary, or maybe making your first GTA heist. I don't know. But music is something that you can't explain, just feel, just like love. I mean, music is not something that was meant like 2 days ago. No, music has been coexisting with us, the human being, even before we knew it was called music. Music and mankind have went along since immemorial times. And as you know, this is a history channel, obviously, so probably you know where this is going. That is right. Today we're going to check music and why it's so important to man throughout history, and how it has impacted modern and ancient. I don't know, who knows? We'll see how Napoleon banged Ava on his back horse while having Waterloo battle. Or maybe not so literally, but you get the idea. Music is part of the culture and personality of a country, or even a geographical region, like the Americas or something. As such, it is part of the biography of that area, part of the changes brought about by other historical events, such as invasions, technological developments, and leaders. For example, you can see songs about different presidents, different historical events. That's what I'm getting to, because many people think that the history is only related by that side, but there's also songs that are related to history in a different way. Music is a universal language. It is something we all understand and do not understand at the same time. Like, it is a controversial topic to discuss because it depends mostly on personal taste and same personal background. So we cannot say that all people enjoy music the same way or the same type of music. But despite this, there have been moments in history where music was not about fights about which one is better, Tupac or Biggie, or One Direction or Big Time Rush. I don't know who you like. But it was rather about unification as one voice, as one people and one power fighting against the enemy. So today we have here a few examples of how music has impacted historical events that even shape the history of mankind. Let's start back in the 1700s, when France still had good old King Louis XVI as their king. Let's remember that during these times, pop music was still not sang songs, but rather more orchestral compositions. When a well-known revolution started on the land of the baguettes, people started unifying under one sole anthem, the Marseillaise. This beautiful example of patriotism was wrote by Rouget de Lyon, I hope that I'm pronouncing his name right, which became the most popular revolutionary song during those times. It became so popular and loved by the revolutionary French that it became the unofficial anthem and revolution of the revolution, and after the abolition of the monarchy, it became the first official anthem of the new French Republic. After that, moving more than 100 years after that, but still in France, we are in Christmas of 1914. World War II, which was only known back then as World War was being fought in the French countryside between the Axis and Allies of Europe. Both sides still didn't know exactly why they were fighting for. There was a little bit of not understanding why the war was going on, but still there were soldiers just following orders. That Christmas night, on both the British and German sides, the soldiers started singing a popular carol. Probably many of you have heard it, Silent Night. When the other side listened to this beautiful song about peace on earth, they decided to throw their guns away and make the well-known Christmas truce of 1914. Unfortunately for many of these soldiers, this was the last, and for Europe, this was the last time they had a silent night, since that war ended until 1918. The 1960s. The 1960s were more tumultuous years, not only for the world, but especially for the United States, because we were on the eve of destruction. But still, we were able to make it past through that tough time, right? The US entered a little operation known as the Vietnam War in 1965, which pretty much evolved into a total war in less than 3 years. By 1968, many Americans felt that the war was wrong, that there was not such point on that war, and that it was even worse the fact that they were forced to go to fight on it. Young people started drafting the military service, and there were many social protests against the war that included pretty much all the late 60s songs. Songs like Fortunate Son, What's Going On, Imagine from John Lennon. Those songs shaped the way we think of the war on Vietnam and the general view people had for it, forcing Richard Nixon, then president, to promise to bring the troops back home by 1970. Spoiler alert, he did not. And so, we conclude this video, and what we learned throughout the video was that music and history go hand in hand. They can even become synonyms. Music has no limit, and so do men. We can learn from here that a specific way to remedy the wounds of the past is through something we all love, music, especially good music. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it a lot like I do making it. Please subscribe right down below, and please share this video to everybody you want to know more about history. This is Pablo, and see you next time.